This is the only train in the world that directly connects two biggest European cities, London and Paris. This train travels at speeds of up to 335 kilometers an hour. It also travels underneath the longest underwater tunnel in the entire world, and it has these comfortable seats. It also has Wi-Fi on board and even a cafe with drinks and snacks. Today, my wife and I are traveling from London's St Pancras Station to Paris's Gare du Nord. We're going to tell you all about this unique experience, and you probably already guessed it. It's going to be on one and only Eurostar.
And while we're waiting for our Eurostar train departure to Paris, I decided to explore St Pancras Station, or as I call it, St Pancras Station a bit more. No offense. Overall, yeah, the station is gigantic. A ton of shops here and whatnot, but I think the biggest difference, at least for me, is that taking in a train is a bit of a calmer experience than going all the way to the airport and then, boarding the flight and whatnot. We still have yet to check in into our train. I think it leaves in about an hour, so much more convenient because our hotel was just maybe about like a 15-minute tube ride. And now we're here, and the station is definitely, it's like a main railway hub, not just for Eurostar, but a bunch of other trains as well. We just also decided to sit down a little bit while we're waiting and grab a couple of cappuccinos. It seems like that's everything we're doing in here, is just like drinking cappuccinos. I'm just taking in the sights of St. Pancras Station.
It's divided into two main floors. On the first one, you have a bunch of different shops, while on the second one, you can still see the original St. Pancras station that was built in the 19th century. There are also a few statues around, for example of Sir John Betjeman, whose efforts were instrumental in saving the original station from the demolition in the 1960s. There's also this 9-meter tall statue called the Meeting Place. I think it's supposed to symbolize all of those romantic moments of travel, as well as serve as this centerpiece. There are also these cool details at the base of it, such as these sunglasses with people and trains in them. Now, by that time, I was actually looking for a washroom, and I had no idea that I would actually catch a free performance. But it was time for us to go and actually catch our train.
Just had our cappuccino and now headed to check in. We just need to go level down. There's an elevator there, or lift, out of service. There's stairs, but with our bags, it's not the most convenient way to take two heavy bags down. There's also escalators in the middle of the station, but they're both just going up. So we need to go all the way to the other end of the station, and there's only one escalator that's going down. Another problem with St. Pancras, or as I call it, St. Pancras Station. No offense. What's their problem with washrooms? They are super tiny, and it's like a mega hub in the middle of the UK, and there's just not enough washrooms for so many people. That's disappointing.
But eventually, we made it to the international departures area. We just had to scan our boarding pass and go through security. Now, security is very similar to what you will find just at the regular airport. Now, if you always wondered what happens inside of those X-ray machines that check my bags, well, today's your lucky day, because you can see the exact moment when the camera gets hit with an X-ray beam.
I don't think it was only us who had an idea to travel by train. We just also passed the French border, and our passport got stamped for the first time. Merci. Merci. God, there's so many people, and the station is actually, this area is pretty small.
It is. I feel like the majority of space, it's the escalators. Those escalators are not like your typical escalators. Those are like very
long ones,
very smooth, no stairs really.
It was our turn to go up those smooth escalators, and here my wife nearly fell. But they take you all the way up to the platform area. Here we realized we were actually at the end of the train, so we had to go all the way to the beginning of the train, but our card number was 13. I know, a little confusing. However, This car will take us to Paris.
We're literally the last to board this train. There's nobody else left.
Dear passengers, your attention please. Eurostar 9024 to Paris is now ready to leave.
Well, first impressions. Cool. There's Wi-Fi on board, tray tables, no chargers, and it's full. Absolutely packed. It's 12:31. Our train was supposed to depart at 12:31. Very precise timing.
We picked up some speed and actually learned that each tunnel is roughly 50 kilometers in length.
We're about 10 minutes into our journey, which is going to take us roughly 2.5 hours. And we're traveling at the speed of 230 kilometers an hour. But we paid about 230 American dollars for this trip, one way for 2 people. And I'm going to do a conversion now. Overall, not too bad. There's actually chargers on board, so just like a plug, with tray tables in here. And the seats are okay. It's pretty busy. Like it's a full train, and they have,
I feel like for them it's like a normal way of moving. You know, that's why you said it yourself. Like there's at least, I don't know, like 8 to 10 trains a day.
We're gonna make ourselves a bit more comfortable, have some iced tea with some sandwich, and observe some nice views.
And we picked up even more speed, but I wanted to go and wash my hands.
Trains here are very fast. Washrooms are also pretty spacious and clean as well. Pretty sure we're under the channel right now, under the English channel. There's nothing really to look at. It's just darkness. I guess it's just a tunnel. Just had our lunch, and honestly, it's so comfy that probably... Do you want to take a nap? Okay, she's already taking a nap. Yeah, we'll see how long it's going to take from the channel to Paris, which I think is going to be the longest leg of this trip.
Actually, just a few minutes later, we were outside of the tunnel, and this was the first view of France.
Just got out of the channel, and honestly, I think we were in the tunnel for, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 minutes? It was actually pretty fast. Welcome to France.
And after sitting for a while, I actually decided that it was time for me to go and stretch my legs.
What's nice about trains is that you can get out and stretch your legs a little bit. That definitely beats a plane. There's washrooms in every single car, at least 2, from what I can see. The ride itself is actually quite bumpy. When you're sitting down, no problems, but when you're standing up, it actually gets quite wobbly. We are moving at the speed of roughly 260 kilometers an hour, so I think that's expected. But other than that, you can, get out, stretch your legs, talk to somebody, I don't know who. Overall, I really like that experience.
Those who watched part 2 of this series might remember that Hurricane Kirk was around, and it was about to hit France.
This is the current situation with Hurricane Kirk. We're kind of right in the middle of it, just past Lee, but I'm not sure. This weather app is panicking because it's not that bad. Yeah.
Not a single drop.
Maybe when we get closer to Paris, because this is Paris is gonna be hit harder, but so far we are doing okay.
Actually, we were not that okay, because just a few minutes later, it started pouring.
Dear passengers, welcome to Paris. In a few minutes we will reach the finish line and arrive in Paris Gare du Nord, where the local time is 3:51. Please take a moment to check that you have all your personal items with you. Thank you for choosing to travel with Eurostar.
Current weather in Paris. Severe rain flood warning. Careful. Bye, Eurostar. This was a very quick and effortless journey. We got out of the Eurostar and we just need to go through this gigantic line to I don't even know where. And she's a Parisian girl already.
I'm a Parisian girl.
Parisian girl.
Si tu es dans le monde, je serai là pour toi. Je serai
don't use Apple Pay here to actually pay for stuff. I think
transit.
for transit, yes. They have Navigo Pass, but you can buy that ticket or like pass through an app, and this is what we're trying to do now. So what do we need to do? On my iPhone, already menu user.
And then here we have to decide whether we want a single ticket or day ticket.
Single ticket. Just let's get to the hotel. Buy a single account for Leo Navigo. I'll skip this step. I accept and buy with Apple Pay. Successful payment. Add to Apple Wallet.
So now, if you want to buy a ticket, you just buy a ticket and it will automatically reload. Here we go.
So you just like
one ticket available.
one ticket available. Okay, perfect. So then can you show me where do we need to go? Hotel Self-Esteem. All right.
So we need to take line 4.
Until which stop?
We go 10 stops until Odeon,
Odeon?
and then we switch to the yellow line
Yellow line?
until Charles Michel.
Charles Michel. So, and then that's going to be line 10.
Yes.
Okay, ready to go?
Yes.
Alright, a couple of things we observed here. First of all, they don't announce the stations, so we gotta read which station we're at so that we know the next one is ours. And 2, we need to pull on the handle up so that the door will open for us. Otherwise, the door is gonna stay closed, and we're gonna be in Paris in this loop forever.
A few minutes later.
We just realized that we're going the wrong direction. So we need to go out, pull on this handle. You need to like really actually push on this handle, like really work it. And so we need to go the other way. It's okay, it happens.
He's like, yeah, it's just you. I'm like,
Where is it?
in the wrong direction. I'm like, you mean secure? He's like, no, just you. And I'm like, this is a completely different direction. And we need to go here. Charles Michel.
Look at this, it's absolutely raining cats and dogs.
Okay, right? First street, right.
Where are we at right now? Here, okay. So we need to go right. Now look what we found in the distance. There it is. Yeah, there it is. All foggy. All right.
For the elevator, just right there on your right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so first floor, we still need to take the elevator because it's not a ground floor. We have room number 15. Oh my, it's okay. Parisian rooftops?
We're right here.
Okay, wow, we didn't have to go far. Okay. And this is what you see when you enter, so you kind of open this door, leads you to this bathroom, which I really like with this tile floor. And there's the toilet, pretty unconventional, and then shower, sink, with a few towels, a hairdryer, and also, I think this is a towel warmer. And then when we go back, there's this bed. I think it's either, I don't know, queen or king. It looks pretty big for this room. TV, wardrobe where you can hang some stuff, and also a pretty cute view from this window into, I don't know, somebody's garden or something. And it's nice that you can actually open this window to let some fresh, rainy air in.